consistently have art burnout? Are you currently going through it now? Well, you're in luck. All you have to do is follow my tried and proven method. Just call 1-800. No, I'm just playing. But today we're going to be talking about some reasons why you're having art burnout and some ways that you can change. What's good? I'm digital artist Brian Hampshire, helping creators with tips and tricks, all while documenting my life as an artist. So if you're interested in this content, please hit that subscribe button. So I've had this problem many times before because I binge everything. Although sometimes binging can be beneficial, like doing an all-nighter to finish some of your commission work, but doing this consistently, you'll more than likely have art burnout. And this can hinder your progress as an artist. How, you may ask? Well, let's say you're trying to learn anatomy and you're binging through it. You've been studying it, doing the exercises for about 12 hours in 2 days. So, first of all, naturally, you're going to get tired of doing the same tasks at that type of level, right? It's only natural to do this. So, whether it's 4 days or 5 days, you are going to get tired of doing that. And when you get tired of doing that, that's burnout. You're burnt out of doing this. And so let's say you don't go back to this anatomy course, anatomy practice for about a week. And then you start this process all over again next week. Now, let's take a person that practices anatomy for about 2 hours a day for a month. Now that's 60 hours per month. Meanwhile, you're practicing 48 hours a month. And that's if you're coming back to it consistently, because, we know when you're burnt out of something, you can stop doing it for a while, but we'll just say you're consistently coming back to it. That's 48 hours. Who do you think is going to be the better artist? And another factor is you're taking, let's say, a week off. The information that you learned during those 12 hours of binging, you're going to forget that. So the 6 hours that you was studying is spent learning what you supposed to be already done learned. This is a major waste of time. And, time is something that nobody can afford to waste. So I'm going to give you another example. I used to love basketball. I really did. I used to love basketball. We used to watch, me and my next door neighbor, we used to watch And One mixtapes. We used to watch those and, we'll go outside. It didn't matter whether it was dark, daytime, it didn't matter. We'll get a light and, we'll be playing basketball in the dark, at night. And, I really did love basketball. And so I played high school and in college. So in high school, we were practicing so much. Right? I think about it today and, it's kind of ridiculous as to the amount of time that we were practicing. And it's kind of like counterproductive, but once you do a task so long, you start to have negative effects of actually doing that task. Right? So, I was just burnt out. It wasn't fun. It stopped being fun to do. And I started to hate it, right? I started to hate to really go to practice. I didn't really want to see a basketball. I didn't want to watch basketball. I hated it. And, that's what binging does. Binging consistently, because like I said before, you can't keep this high level of practice, of studying up. You just can't keep this amount of practice up. So, it's good to pace yourself. And so when I went on and I ended up quitting. Actually ended up quitting my junior year. And, man, I felt so good. I quit. My grades actually got better because, everything was just suffering just because we was practicing so much. I mean, but anyway, so I end up quitting, and I end up coming back. I end up dropping from varsity to junior varsity or whatever. And we didn't practice that much. So it became fun again. I took a break. It became fun again. And, so we fast forward to college. College, we didn't practice like I did in high school at all. We practiced an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes at the most. Our coach had figured out that practicing for 4 hours a day it's just not productive. After an hour and a half, you're just ready to really go, and you're not into it. You're not going as hard as you was going. You're actually picking up bad habits. That's another thing. You get tired. 4 hours or whatever, you get tired and you start just doing stuff just to get it over with. You pick up bad habits. And just like this drawing that I'm doing now, I can complete this drawing today, right? I can complete this drawing right today. I can be through with it, but it wouldn't be my best work. And would I draw again the next day? See, that's the question. Would I draw again the next day? I probably wouldn't. I spent all this time trying to, binge through this drawing. And, by that time, the next day, you kind of want to take a break. But if you pace yourself 2 hours, an hour, if you pace yourself, you will come back to it, and you will spend more time on it in a month than you would by just binging through it. So, let's start being consistent, because this is really going to help you out with the art burnout and pacing yourself. Let's get a good pace. Like I say, 2 hours a day of doing whatever task you want to do, whatever task you want to get good at. 2 hours a day, I think is a healthy amount, and it's going to add up. You're not going to be tired. You're not going to have art burnout of just doing something 2 hours a day. And that way you're going to be excited to study anatomy or get this task done. Whatever task you want to get done, you're going to be excited because you're not over indulging yourself into it. So I hope you got some type of knowledge out of this. If you did, please help me out by hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button. And as always, I'll holler at you next time. Believe that.